believe we peaked in the 90s. Come on, come on, come on, prove me wrong. Tuck your friendship bracelet back in your shell suit sleeve. Come on back in time with me. Half it again, and hello, it's Fo. Welcome back to Project Zomboid. We've woken up before the alarm, so we've got time to take stock. There's some adverts coming on the TV. Stop us getting bored as we're waiting to go. Gotta wait for the cook show to come on at 6 AM. Gonna grab a book to read. Gonna get the mechanics on. Now that we've got the Car Zone VHS. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. A couple of 100 zombies killed. Putting on weight. Want to be around 80. And sort of maintain it there. It's the ideal scenario. Obviously it depends what we're eating. Would like to get, a few of these skills maxed out. We'll certainly get up to the next level of Carpentry today when we get the Carpentry show on. I'm not going to read the cook show XP books. Not unless we've got nothing better to read. Cooking and carpentry are things that we're going to passively level up quite a lot. Want to build an awesome base around this building, basically. A big compound that would keep any raiders out. This is build 41. They're still tweaking build 42, but it's basically on the way to being, ready to go. You can play it already. I have found problems with it, and it has crashed entirely on me. Build 41 was pretty good to me. Started playing the game at a point where it was, fully fledged. There were a few bugs in it. So at some point build 42 will be stable. Once you've ironed things out. But at this point when I was playing, all I knew about build 42 is they were going to have animals. And there was talk about maybe having the road to having the NPCs, which I knew included raiders and things. So it was in the back of my mind that Ramos Ravioli would want to create a great big fort, an awesome base that he could defend. There's still zombies hanging around. So we're going to try and lure them away one by one. Take them out without the other ones noticing, if we can. Break up the bigger groups. Keep crouched. Working on our sneaking and our light-footed. Yeah, we can wash these leather strips, denim strips, and the rags, which is material. Really what we're looking for is the thread. We're getting thread when we're ripping things up. And you get a small amount of XP towards your tailoring. I want to look at the condition of things. Sometimes decent leather jackets, full leather, full condition, you know, you maybe want to keep it. If we're going to survive long enough for the weather to get cold. Probably want to keep a couple of leather jackets, because they are good protection. But you do overheat if you're trying to wear them in July. So all the crouch walking is paying off. And we find why we're getting the XP, because there is actually heaps of zombies about. Empty gas cans are going to be useful when we can work our way towards the gas station, which isn't very far. By the looks of things, there's a few locals in the way. Dismantling all our watches as we come across them. Maps, we won't stop to read it immediately. Don't want to get caught off guard. Thankfully the machete is pretty awesome. Not so worried even if a group of 10 is walking towards you, as long as you can keep walking backwards and get your distance. We're getting a long blade XP, which means it does more damage. It's more likely to just one shot. Getting meat cleavers. They're pretty good as well. Prefer them a kitchen knife or something, another small bladed item. Even the hunting knife, I think I'd rather have the meat cleaver. You develop a preference for certain weapons in the game. I'm a big fan of the crowbar. But yeah, machete is obviously better if you can have it. If you can keep repairing it. So this is like a grocery place that's just across the way from our base, the main grocery shop. This has fresh produce and a few sort of non-perishable things, canned goods, whereas our base is more of a general store. Has a little bit of everything. Yeah, we'll raid all this stuff and we'll take it across. All the perishable things. Take the cash. It's not necessary, you can't spend it on anything. I just think it would be in your nature to take the cash just in case you find a vending machine that you can't be arsed breaking into, and you'd rather just pop all this money into it to get the supplies out. Yeah, I did see someone else playing where they were using a mod that had vending machines that you could trade in jewellery to get, you know, trade for cash and then use the cash to spend it on bullets and things like that. And I thought, right, so in the beginning, the first few runs, I was saving up all this jewellery for one day I was going to make it all the way to the mall in Louisville, but really I had no chance. I've got about 600 hours of experience, 600 hours in the game at the start of this playthrough. And despite, it's one of these games where you die and you just immediately start everything all over again. Not even that mad about it. Like, oh well, I learned a new lesson. So yeah, I'd attempted this many times before. dying in many silly ways. So we're back, have a little rest, go through all our stuff, put it all away, read our maps, put them away. Yeah, I've got loads of room in this space. Can obviously get more of these metal shelves to put up against the windows. Pretty sure as long as they've got stuff on them, the zombies can't just climb through. I'd just like to see if we can move any of these cars. I'm really looking for the keys. But yeah, if they have anything else in them, that's decent, we'll take it. Yeah, first aid supplies. Hopefully the ambulance will have first aid supplies as well. Yeah, ideally they have these trauma bags that are full of first aid supplies. Hopefully if we can clear out enough of the zombies surrounding, I feel a bit safer in the base. They're not going to come wandering over, start banging on the windows. Riverside map, that'll be good. The only one that's going to be actually useful. Never seen an upside down vehicle before. It's another sign it's going to be a special run. Along with finding Jason on day 1. Got an upside down vehicle on day 3. Sure we can dismantle it with the blowtorch. I doubt we'll be able to flip it back over. Good at towing as a Sunday driver, so it'd be hard for us to move a vehicle like that. So this is the gas station. I want to secure it for gas when the power goes out, and we start using a generator to power the base, and also because that usually has lots of cigarettes in it. When you've got the smoker traits, you're going to need lots and lots of cigarettes. I've got 92, but that's not enough. Yeah, once you've got a couple of 100 cigarettes, is when you've got the smoker trait, yeah, you feel fine. Once you get down to less than 100, you've got to start thinking about it. When you're playing on the 1 hour days, I think it's just sort of 1 cigarette a day you're going to need. Yeah, Ramos seems to need quite a few. Whether it's 6 a day, I'm not sure. I haven't counted it. You can leave it a while of him being stressed before you need to give him a cigarette, before he gets all sad and depressed. If you did get into that situation, you could take antidepressants, I think, to solve your sadness a little bit. Or eat a lots of candy, which again you get in the gas station. A key for this car. Yeah, it's got no gas by the looks of things, but that's fine. We've got empty gas cans. And we're at the gas station, so that should be easy to sort out. Tires and things like that we don't want to take, they're really super heavy. Definitely want to be here with the van if you want to be taking vehicle parts for mechanics. So you do take a bit of damage from being overweighted and carrying too much stuff. You're trying to carry heaps of logs or tires and things like that. It won't kill you, not unless you fall off a roof. That's happened to me. So you can rest up next to a chair. You're supposed to be sitting on the chair, and that'll regain your health back a little bit. I want to head over to the first places on the edge of the map, Riverside. We're kind of off the edge of the map where we are now. We're still out on the outskirts of Riverside according to the map. Yeah, we want to sort of make our way in, tactically taking out all the Zeds as we go, without alerting too many of the other ones. Being as methodical as we can be. So we've come from the trailer park up to our base. The highlighted part is what we've seen already. And we've unlocked the Riverside map, which is showing us this bit, but it's sort of got a darker shade, indicating we haven't quite been there yet. Got space in our bedroom for a bed, but we don't have the skills to pick up a single bed confidently without breaking it in half. Another couple of levels of carpentry, I think, before we'll be confident about that. Just going to move things around, sort out all our stuff in the main base building. I want to create another room on the outside, like a metal shed, to have the generator in. It's well ventilated with windows always open. Zombies are attracted to the noise of the generator, so you want to make it out of metal. You want to do it on the side of that concrete part of the base. Maximum reinforcements. I've been caught out before. Having a little wooden shed on the side of the house and going in to see the generator and finding a zombie right on the other side of the door that's broken down one of the walls. I survived it, but it was pretty scary. So the hunky carpentry man is going to teach us something. Going to get our carpentry level up. So the chances of us picking up furniture without breaking it is going up when our carpentry level goes up. We could start reading the next carpentry book if we've got it, to try and maximize it. Our XP gain for the next couple of carpentry shows. I think it's better we focus on the mechanics for just now. Being able to hotwire the cars around us is more important, more useful. Even just for getting them out of the way, so we can drive around without bumping into anything when it's misty. So our electrical level is almost there. I'm sure we just need it to get to level 1 in order to be able to hotwire. But we need the mechanics up to level 2. So we've got to keep reading the book. So we've got the maximum XP multiplier for when we watch the VHS and see the Car Zone episode. So the door is locked for the gas station. So remove the glass before we jump through. Scratch our fingers. I say there's not heaps of cigarettes. I've seen more, but you know, should be enough to keep us going. There are other places in town we can find cigarettes. In office desks, or there's another sort of couple of bar areas. Places that we can find cigarettes quite regularly. You would expect to see them on a run. Plenty of happiness food. Some practical food. All stuff that we should try and get through fast. Yeah, some fun food we'll just eat immediately. Okay, and we started underweight, so it's nice and easy to sort that out quite quickly by making sure that you're constantly munching. But this sort of fun food, candy and pop and stuff, will sort out unhappiness. If you're stressed out for too long and you become unhappy. Found a mouse trap that can help us with tiny XP in hunting and trapping. They only seem to respond to chocolate in the traps. I've tried cheese and things like that, I wouldn't take it. Seems to be chocolate or nothing. Yeah, it seems to work. There's lots of normal food to eat before you're going to have to worry about eating rodent meat or even rabbit meat or fish. You know, you could get away with eating all the food from the fridges and freezers of all of the other properties. It'd be a while before you would actually need to resort to it if you were squeamish and you weren't too particularly fond of rat stew. You start planting things quite early, then they'll be ready by the time you've got through all the food from the houses. You start eating vegetables. The fish is quite filling, it is good for your calories. So we're going to sacrifice a meat cleaver to get through into the armory bit of the police station. I found quite rarely there's guns in here that's decent, you know. There's never a huge amount. There has to be a couple of guns here, a few boxes of ammo. And through in the other room there's very rarely any guns, it's mainly just clothes that's in the lockers. Here we're quite lucky. There's actually guns in here. Most of the times I've been here, there's not been guns. Mainly just clothes like this. Normally the other one is empty. There's immediately more zombies hanging around. I think they come out of the spiffos and wandered over to the gas station. The fossil oil. Trying to fill up the car from the pump. Never successfully managed it. But I didn't know there was different sides that you're supposed to park on where the thing is. Yeah, that's something they're fixing with build 42. They're going to have the fuel side indicator. It was a mod that you could get in build 41. I would rather complete a skill to earn using a mod, even if it's just a quality of life thing, like to play vanilla. Probably max out the carpentry skill first. Do a lot of carpentry, trying to expand the base. Even when we're making metal walls, we'll be using wooden frames and then applying the metal sheets to them. So between that and the free XP from the TV shows, tends to be carpentry that comes up first. At that stage we can get a mod that makes leveling up one of the other skills easier, or we can get something that helps us with quality of life. The only thing that I felt was missing playing this game at this point was being able to sit in the chairs. Having to squat and sit next to the chairs and not being able to have the animation to sit in the chairs, I felt was lacking. That they should work on that. That would be the next thing that they should do. Yeah, the builds are ambitious. They change quite a lot of things. Make big leaps forward. And they did manage to fix that one thing that I thought they needed to fix. Yeah, a lot of things changed so far. As I say, it's not quite finalized. Yeah, I want to get this playthrough done. Get to a good point before the next build was sort of forced upon me. So this is like a goodbye build 41 playthrough. Getting tired already. That's what happens when you're battling, fighting zombies all day. Does make you tired quite early. Managed to get another car out of the road, out of the way, and onto our lot, as it were. About halfway through mechanics. Gonna keep working on that. When it gets to 6 PM, we'll get Dean's survival program after a little advert. That'll help us out with something else. Never bothered trying to figure out exactly the order of the skills that are going to come on with the survival program, to try and read the right books at the right time that way. But when we pick in slow reader for the extra points to balance things out, because you can speed up time, seems easy enough, but yeah, you're always on the clock in some sort of way if you're thinking about trying to min-max things. So gonna get fishing. Fishing's relatively easy, but you want to feel safe, like there's no zombies going to creep up behind you if you're going to speed up time and constantly fish. If you fish in the same spot, the fish get depleted. Gotta leave them time to regenerate. We'll get plenty of maggots and worms and things to use as bait. found some more visitors. Even though we've already sort of been through here once. I want to come back to the house that we took the chair from. There is a single bed in the back. And that's the one that I usually want for that room at the base. But yeah, I don't want to have a go at picking it up until we've leveled up the carpentry a little bit more. The food in the fridges and the freezer is a higher priority than the comfort of a bed. Wow, loads of them dying to get into that house. Again, we've got to try and break up the group. Take them away, one or two at a time. Out of the hearing range of the other ones. I'll still work on that electrical. A few more TVs and a few more watches. We'll get that level up. Yeah, we'll start working on carpentry. Gets us planks and nails, which we want. Yeah, as you get a higher carpentry skill, you get more planks and nails out of the things you're disassembling. You're doing a cleaner job, a bit more finesse, than just destroying things and making scrap wood all over the place. Yeah, I pulled in all directions. I want to get the food before the power goes out and the food starts to get rotten. But you want to be leveling up your skills. And you want to be reading books. That's why it's best to slow things down and not play the 1 hour days. Give yourself more time. It's not such a rush. Got fewer time crunches. Playing 6 hour days, you're able to go and get a lot of food before the power gets out. More than you got room for. Certainly enough to last you. And when you're first playing, you're hoarding tin food and stuff like this as though you're going to survive for years, when really you're going to survive for days. We're going to set our alarm. Hopefully we're going to survive the night. Yeah, there are still zombies around. Yeah, hopefully we'll be fine. Come back next time, find out. Until then, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.